Anyone who steps on a sewing machine to smoke should know. No one has ever escaped the most terrifying prison in the world alive. From top to bottom, the number of prison cells alone exceeds 800 floors. It not only houses all kinds of vicious death row inmates, even magical creatures who are on the wrong side cannot escape punishment. In order to make the criminals pay the price they deserve, the prison was deliberately built on the top of a snow-capped mountain as high as 10,000 meters. The guards in charge of security have been selected through layers. Each one has a stunt. However, even so, the prisoners delivered today make them feel extremely nervous. I am afraid that if there is a slight mistake, I will be tortured and killed by the other party. With an uneasy mood, the guards fastened the prison van firmly, immediately reminded his companions to stir the chain. The reception ceremony began. Although I have been mentally prepared, but the moment the prison door opened, the captain in charge of holding the prisoners was still trembling with fright. I saw a sturdy figure slowly walking out. He didn't take this bunch of trash fish seriously at all. The guards did not dare to provoke at all. He hurriedly took out the chain track specially designed for the orcs, carefully escorted the other party slowly towards the cell. Although the piercing screams kept echoing in every corner of the prison, but orcs seemed to have long been commonplace. The guard opened the cell door and strode in. Unexpectedly, unlike the previous toil, this prison actually arranged for men and women to live together. It seems that the management has long considered that the orcs have not been exposed to meat for 800 years. I specially served this delicious side dish. Unexpectedly, before he sent out the courtship signal, the cellmate in the cell reminded the orcs that it was best not to provoke the woman.
Son of you, sure things have added a little shy. We could be very uptight.
As the orcs fell to the ground, the real bitter life has just begun. You need good equipment to watch great movies. The second-hand mobile phone on the transfer is very My 14 Apples only cost $2,500. It is more than $2,000 cheaper than the new model. Recently, I bought an Apple S7 watch at his house. The price-performance ratio is also quite high. It can also monitor physical condition in real time. The key is that the digital products that are officially inspected have undergone multiple rounds of testing. Like the new machine, it supports 1-year quality assurance. Just by second-hand and go around. Prisoners work up to 8 hours a day. Except for walking out of prison lying down. The only hope is to perform well on the day of the pardon committee, as long as the judge can be persuaded. They can have a chance to reform, leave this place early. The argument that Davis had been brewing for 3 years finally came in handy. He hurriedly broke down in tears and told the whole process of being framed. Hearing that the other party also has a young daughter missing, the members of parliament were all moved. Lament the injustice of fate. However, just as they reached an agreement and were ready to make a decision, the late bird counselor suddenly pushed open the door. Seeing this, Davis hurriedly hugged the other party excitedly. Remind your companions to take action immediately. It turned out that they were worried that they might not be forgiven. He planned to use the bird's flying ability to break through the glass and escape.
We approved. Your...
Pardon this. Davis has no way out. We can only pin our hopes on Senator Byrd. Unexpectedly, the sudden attack almost made the other party forget that he still had a pair of wings. Fortunately, under Davis' reminder, Senator Byrd spread his wings with difficulty, with the two stumbling and fleeing into the distance. Unfortunately, after flying a distance, Senator Byrd suddenly ran out of energy and made a forced landing. It caused everyone to fall to the ground uncontrollably. Fortunately, the other party just fell into a coma. Life is fine. Davis was relieved, escaped successfully from the snow mountain with his companions. News of their escape spread widely in the prison. Soon, a large number of imitators emerged. Unexpectedly, the management has already fixed this loophole. Make sure that every true criminal must pay the price they deserve.